Hello, this is Josh from Advanced Camping, bringing you another video tour. This one of the all-new 2021 Revel. This has got a ton of cool new features to keep you off-grid for far longer. You don't need a generator anymore. You have a dual supply of lithium-ion batteries on board, so that's enough to run the air conditioning now. So we also have an underhood generator on board, so as you're driving, it's going to quickly recharge those two lithium-ion batteries. We still have the 200 watts of solar on the roof. We have the lighted running boards like normal. We also have the this cool new pull down here. I think it's pretty cool anyway. And you can adjust it so it can be sort of just the right fit. And here you have your fridge right at arm's reach, which is perfect. So if you're on the surf or whatever, or just don't want to go all the way inside to grab a drink, you can grab one right there. Awesome. You have your power awning, of course, power lighted awning, and that's one push button there. And then if it gets too windy, it'll automatically bring itself back in. So let's take a look inside here. Yeah, we have this real nice, more sedate leather compared to the sort of the greens and things like that of the past. You have sort of a textured blue, kind of navy blue table there, which works perfectly when you have these two seats swiveled around. Everybody can kind of play and eat at the table, which is definitely a nice touch. And there's also, yep, belts for both people here. Okay, moving backwards, there's a ton of stuff we can go over here. So this gets into that Xantrax 220 watts or 220 amp hours of lithium-ion power altogether. So you have quite a bit of power. I know some of our competitors have run it to 90-degree temperatures and said, hey, this lasts for 6 hours. You know, take that with a bit of a grain of salt. I like that test. I think it's cool, but it also depends on your condition. You know, the condition of your batteries, you know, the condition it is outside. Is it 90 and muggy? Is it 90 and not muggy? All these things play a factor, but still, that's a really nice thing to know. You'll have a touch screen here, which is going to operate your hydronic heating and hot water system. So remember, you have a hydronic heating system, which is basically radiant heat, so you don't get a real dry, kind of drying your skin out kind of heat. And that can be run off of electric as well if you're plugged in, so that's pretty cool. And you can you know, set your temperature on a little, oh, there we go, set your temperature on a little dial there as well, which is kind of nice. And then you can turn the diesel boiler on there as well, which really does tend to work the fastest, even over above the electric element. And moving over here, there's a solar disconnect. This is all for winterization. You know, you want no charging going to those lithium batteries in winter. They can be discharged when they're frozen or freezing or whatever, but they don't like to be charged. So that's kind of one of those things right there. There's a solar disconnect, and then when we go in the back, you'll see an actual manual battery disconnect that looks just like that. So that's what that's all about, is really just for winterizing. Looks like they added a new ZAMP control panel. Not seeing anything too different. Maybe somebody will tell me, hey, there's something way different, but looks the same to me. Probably just a new design. And we also have your Xantrax inverter here. So that's what's going to convert, you know, all of your 12-volt power into household current 110 power for your air conditioning, any plugs that you'd want to plug in, I mean, just anything. So great little gadget to have there, especially with those lithium batteries. And moving back here, the bed is on a push button system, so it goes up and down, and you can stop it in any place you want and sleep in it in that position. So that's a really cool feature as well. Opening this up, you're going to see we have the bamboo treated wood here. Very beautiful wood, but can be taken out very easily. It's for wet storage, so you know, if you have muddy boots or something like that and you're not going to really use the shower, the sink, you know, the toilet and shower in here could be used as sort of wet storage. We're seeing, you know, with COVID-19, people definitely using their showers and their toilets a lot more, so maybe not something you'd want to leave in there like the old days. So definitely a personal preference, though. They give you that option. And you have a real nice power fan to vent out moisture in there as well. If I can close this up. Speaking of that, you have a really nice power fan up here that's on a louver system. And what that means is in any kind of rain, well, not any kind of rain, most kind of rain, you're not going to get any water in here, which is really nice. It's sort of like an extra cover. Now, if you get a real heavy driving rain, you may still get some water in there, and that's where that water sensor will close that vent down, and you're good to go. But that's going to be more in extreme weather, where maybe you wouldn't want to have that up anyway. So, okay, adjust this here. Plenty of cabinets all around. Very, very tough handles too. You can tell this is real rugged, sort of made to last. Here you have your induction stove that pulls right out. You would kind of cook with it right on the countertop here. The other idea is you take it outside, you know, on that picnic table that I just showed you. You're supposed to set it on there, and you can also cook outside underneath the awning. So, very cool. I like these all have a nice click to them. So, very tough, rugged cabinet latches, which is what you'd want in something like this. And remember, the Mercedes four-wheel drive is technically all-wheel drive. So what that means is if you've ever driven a pickup truck with selectable four-wheel drive and try to take a tight turn, you kind of get that skip. Don't get that with the Mercedes when you enable four-wheel drive, as it's actually selectable all-wheel drive. So it handles exactly the same in two wheels as it does in four-wheel, which is a really nice touch. You do get a little worse gas mileage, a couple miles to the gallon worse, but hey, you know, I mean, what are you gonna do? And then of course the Mercedes chassis is just so super packed. I mean, you've got active lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise, blind spot assist, you name it, it's got it. Big 10-inch touchscreen, Apple Android CarPlay, everything. Cup holders, there's cup holders. They have those too. So yeah, let's take a look back here. And this we have the new Super Coleman Mach Quiet air conditioner. You can control that with an app on your phone, actually. And boy, oh boy, is it really quiet. You know, I kind of say, you're not going to believe how quiet it is to people, and then I'll turn it on, and they're like, whoa, it's on? Are you sure it's on? It really is that quiet. So definitely something to look forward to, these super, super quiet Coleman air conditioners. So absolutely love that. Let's see if we can take our walk around the outside. You have the screens, of course, for the side and the rear. And the side ones can be entered with this magnetic strip right here, so you don't have to zip up and down every single time. Nobody wants to do that. Alright, coming back. Gotta love those wheels and tires. Beautiful. Just looks kind of mean and aggressive. Oh, but it is beautiful. So you have your tow hitch. Remember, you can tow 5,000 pounds with this. So it's a quite capable towing machine if you're thinking about towing boats or another trailer if you really wanted to. You absolutely could. And we're going to have numerous tie downs throughout here for gear. There's going to be little, you know, bags that you can put gear in, little nets kind of all strewn about here, little cubbies, things like that. And then I really like what they did with the water system here. Let's take a look at this. So it really color coordinates everything, so they really make it idiot proof for people like me, who never know kind of what position everything should be in. So, you know, they give you instructions for every single thing: winterizing, sanitizing, city water, dry camping, power filling the tank. Wonderful. And they also give you the little squiggly hose in the nozzle, so you can attach that on. You could spray the kids. You could, you know, spray whoever you want. You know, old Esther walking down the drive, you spray her down. You know, it'll be good. It's good stuff. So you also have your water pump switch right there. This is kind of funny, actually. Since this is a hydronic heating system, this doesn't turn the hot water heater on. It actually turns a porch light on the other side. So that's a little weird, but we can get past that. That's no big deal. So over here, yeah, this is what I was telling you about. This is that master disconnect for the batteries. This is just for winter. You're going to have some extra lighting, USBs. This is also going to be if you wanted to add extra solar on the outside. That is doable if you want to bring a solar panel with you. And it does have a screen too for this entire rear area. So you can screen that off nice. And nice clean look on the side there. Absolutely beautiful. Does have that luggage rack and a ladder to the top. You have a cassette toilet here now, so the big advantage of that is that, let's see if I can do it one-handed. Nope, it's locked. Anyway, you can just basically pull that out, and you know, you can sort of pull it around, and you can actually empty the waste anywhere. So you can put it into a toilet, you know, you don't have to find a dump site for that. So I absolutely love that. Your gray water drain is right underneath, so if you really are off-roading and you're in the middle of nowhere, you know, I really don't think anybody's gonna, you know, think you're pulling an Uncle Eddie or something by pulling your gray water. Kind of do it on the down low, you know. You never know. You may get a stickler, but pretty much if you're in the middle of nowhere, I mean, it's just soapy water. There's nothing wrong with it. So, all right, over here we're gonna have our diesel exhaust system. That's from the diesel hydronic heating and hot water system. And all in all, just a beautiful looking coach. I mean, these things just draw eyes everywhere they go, and for good reason. They stand tall, they stand proud. So tell they're American made. And again, this is your host, Josh Pankratz. I'd love to help you here. Number's 414-281-6330. Feel free to ask for me, or check out our website at advancedcamping.com to see when availability is for ordering one of these next. As with this year with COVID, I mean, every single thing down the line here is all sold. Inside is all sold. Everything that's coming in is sold. You really have to make a reservation on something, you know, to really get something this year. I know that that's not the way a lot of people want it to work, including me, but it's the only way it can. There's so much demand that, you know, we're trying the best we can to hook people up with the units they want, and we can do that for you. But I think it makes these videos all the more critical. So thanks again, guys, and if you like this, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.